Good evening, and hope you're all having wonderful Sunday. Anyway, I want to do. It's been a little while since I did a Rando Plays FlyCorp run, and I wanted to practice FlyCorp because I'll be attempting to do a global marathon at the end of the month. So today we're going to build Italy as our starting country, and then let Rando take over choosing countries once we have Italy connected. So let's go ahead and get right into it. And I've messed up the screen, so bear with me while I fix that real quick. Give me one moment. Let me fix the settings here real quick. Alright, that's the rando screen. But here, the FlyCorp screen itself is correct. So let's go ahead and get right into it. I'm choosing Italy for the starting country because Italy is a pretty fun board on Ticket to Ride, which we've been playing a lot of. We have like 14 different boards for the game, so let's connect our first couple cities: Florence, Genoa, and Milan. And now we just wait for stuff to happen. Italy is a fun country, lots of culture. And there's a Pixar movie, Luca, which takes place there in a coastal town, fictional coastal town in Italy. Already they're hitting us with a lawsuit. Let's add Naples to our network, though. That's a huge setback for the first random event to be a lawsuit. Let's do some mid-level upgrades for some of these cities. Okay, Milan needs some attention. Let's boost Milan. Alright, let's add Palermo to our network. Let's give mid-level upgrades to the cities. Level 2 airports, level 3 planes to start. And of course, they're shutting down our capital city. Rome is the hub of our network. We had to lose Rome. They had to give us an early random event closing the one city or one hub city. Which means everything's going to turn red for a little while. Shoot. Well, as soon as Rome comes back online, we're going to keep working on our mid-tier upgrades for these other cities. so that we can get out of the red at least. Why did it have to be my hub this early in the game? Well, we're still less than 10 minutes in. Still less than 10. Alright, things are running again. So we're adding Trieste, Brindisi, and Messina. Florence is getting its mid-level, as did Milan and Genoa. Trieste is getting its mid-level. Palermo needs to be brought up to mid-level. And then we'll add Naples, Brindisi, and Messina comes up to mid-level. And then we'll bring on Cagliari. And with that, things are operating relatively smoothly for right now. Let's build Syracuse. Alright, things are mostly green right now. We recovered nicely from the Rome closure, but things are moving pretty smoothly for now. A couple cities are starting to go to yellowish green, which means we'll have to start thinking about fully upgrading cities in a bit. Ferrara. That's not a city I'm familiar with. Technically, I'm familiar with none of these cities, having never actually been to Italy. But I mean, I've at least heard of these other cities. I think Ferrara is new to this game, actually, because I've never seen it before. And then there's Trento. I don't usually lose lawsuits in this game, but I've already lost both of the lawsuits that we've had so far. Now, a little bit later in the game, when you have a few countries, you're making money fast enough that the lawsuit does nothing. There's like, the penalty means nothing. But in the early game, when you just have one or two countries, it's a big deal. Let's add Ancona into our network. So right now we have 13 cities that will need max optimization. Right now, Milan is the big city. Ooh, so sorry. Okay. Everything's green for now, but several cities are going yellow-green between flights. Aosta? Okay. Let's see, how many cities are unoptimized right now? 13. Alright, so we need to get 12 more cities fixed up. I remember Italy generating a lot more cities last time I played. It must have been nerfed in the update. I mean, where's Bologna? Which is usually in this game. Bari, I remember being in this game. Pescara. Ravenna. And Venice? Venice is missing? Wow. Alright. So I got 10 more cities to optimize before we pick the next country. Palermo's giving me some concerns. It's going yellow faster than the other cities. So it'll be the next one I optimize. You'll notice I'm hitting optimizations when I hit 4,000, because that's approximately what it costs to do it in one swing, to put a city where I like it. So let's go ahead and do Palermo. And that'll leave us 9 cities we have to wait for to upgrade. Alright. We seem to be getting money faster now. We're only at about 17 minutes. We'll be done with Italy soon. I mean, we won't be able to max out Rome yet, but... yeah. The reason I do level 4 airports and level 6 planes is what level 6 is the max plane and carries 600 and goes faster than the level 5 plane, which carries 500. But at a level 4 airport, it only holds 500 people, so the plane showing up at that airport empties out that city. I have 7 cities left to optimize. When we do the global run, the global marathon, at the end of the month, I'm probably going to pick one of the really big countries as the starter country. Yeah, I remember Rome having about 20 cities in this game, but it only has 16. So I have 4 more cities to optimize. All right. I only have 3 more cities to go, and then we'll go for the next upgrade level on Rome. And then we'll go to Rando to pick our next city. Alright, one more city. And then we'll take Rome to level 8 in preparation for picking our next country. And when we spin Rando, if he lands in the ocean, if we can see land, we can choose to do that country. But if we land in water, we're not committed. We don't have to commit to any necessarily visible land. If we land on land, we have to go to that country. It'll be interesting to see what countries Rando picks for us today. And we got the expensive routes random event. So we're going to wait to open a new country till it's done. So maybe we'll be able to get 2 levels on Rome. We'll see. No, maybe just 1. Yep, Italy is fully optimized except for the hub right now. But since there's no other countries in play yet, it doesn't matter that the hub isn't maxed out yet. Alright, level 8 is a good place to put hubs right now. Let's go ahead and see where we're going next. Let's zoom in. Okay, the marker landed just off the coast of Japan. And I think Japan is a fascinating country. So let's go ahead and build Japan next. I think, yeah, Japan's a play. I think. Let's save up so we have enough for all 5 planes. So let's actually save a bit. But yeah, we're going to Japan next. And if we get one of these countries in the middle, we can always break down the long route later into shorter routes. You know, we'll just build a basic plane. We're going to build a single plane. And it's not going to be enough, but we'll add later. Alright, so Tokyo is connected to the network. And with Japan, money gain is fast enough that we will just optimize each city as we grab it. So we're adding Osaka. And now we have to add Fukuoka. And I do apologize if I'm butchering pronunciations. And Sendai. We have now added our second plane onto the Japan-Italy link. Let's add a third plane. And a fourth. And you know what, let's go ahead and finish up the route. Now we have to come over here and add Hiroshima. And now we shouldn't have to worry about money for the rest of the game. And now we're going to do Hamamatsu. And now we're just going to sit and wait for a while because I know we don't have all the cities yet. And actually, in the time it will take us to finish for the rest of the Japanese cities to appear, we should be able to max out both Rome and Tokyo. But for now, let's add Nagano to our network. It's nice being able to have maxed out planes right away. We've got enough now to finish Rome. And now we're going to save up it to max out Tokyo. But first we got to build Niigata. Again, I apologize if I'm mispronouncing names. I'm not the best at international pronunciations. Actually, it's kind of funny that the game gave us Japan right after we built Italy, because in Ticket to Ride, that's a double-sided board with Italy on one side and Japan on the other. Japan's unique in the way it plays compared to some of the other boards. Kagoshima is ready to come online. We've only been live for a half hour and we have 2 countries maxed out already. Milwaukee is about to come online. Alright, I don't care if Japan's not done. Money gain is solid right now, and we have enough to afford the next country. Let's go back to Rando. Oh, let's do Morioka first. Now, let's get this map into a zoom level that I like. All right, what did I just do? Okay, that shows us in real world colors. Nice. Random. We're off the coast of Peru. Even though there's not a rule that says landing in water means I have to do the country, Peru is a pretty fun country, so let's go ahead and do it. But first, let's build this airport to Sapporo. Now, between Japan and Italy, Italy's closer to Peru, so that's where we will build our connector from, is Rome. Capital is Lima. Let's max it out. Let's go ahead and max out our route, and then we'll worry about the city that just popped up in Peru. And the city just went red because I'm ignoring it, but that's okay because we were creating our route. So here's Peru. We're going to connect Trujillo. And then we're going to connect Chiclayo. Disney Animation actually has a movie set in Peru with The Emperor's New Groove, set in the old Inca Empire. It's a comedy based on the Incas. Well, I should say inspired by the Incas, in that their cultural tendencies didn't really come into play. Arequipa. We're adding Arequipa to the network. Unlike Ticket to Ride Rails and Sails with its world map, FlyCorp does not allow you to go wrap around the Pacific. Huancayo. Alright, so now we have to add Aomori to the Japan network. And you know what? Okay, so the map is based on June 2013. Interesting. Okay. We have the core of Peru set up. Let's go ahead and bring in another country. Alright, where's this? Antarctica? Yeah, the game doesn't have Antarctica. I mean, it's visible on the map, but this is way out in the ocean. It's hard to see which. South Africa, Namibia maybe, but it's the ocean and it's not, it's ambiguous. Let's go again. Ah, the islands outside of Madagascar. Ah, here we go. Here is mainland China. And you know what? I'm going to take a veto here because China's big and I want to do as many countries as possible. That's like way in the middle of the ocean. United States. We can bring United States onto our network. I'll connect it to both Peru and Italy. United States, I'm going to bring it up and we lost a hub. We lost one of our hub cities. Iquitos has been added to Peru. We lost Tokyo, which means we lost all of Japan right now. United States we're going to build and let simmer for a while because I generally do United States with 3 hubs. So we'll just build it and let it go red for a while. But let's see. I'll definitely connect Washington to Italy. Piora. But yeah. Let's wait till the issue resolves in Japan first. Once the event ends, the planes will start flying again and everything will turn green pretty much instantly. But we're going to let United States cities go red. The ones that aren't part of the North District that I run out of Washington, the other cities can just stay red until their hubs come up. And Japan is back to green. Alright. I missed a city. Cusco. That was the name of the emperor in Disney's Emperor's New Groove. He gets turned into a llama by the evil queen. Pucallpa is also being added to the Peru network. So I typically run a South District that goes into Texas and Florida. I run North out of DC, and then I run West, which I typically run out of Vegas. So let's go ahead and get Washington, D.C. going and connect that to Rome. So we really have a situation where all roads lead to Rome, just like the old saying. And D.C. is close enough to Philadelphia. Philadelphia is definitely part of the North District, so we'll go ahead and add that. And so we have built our... So we're going to run Washington, D.C. into Rome. I'm trying to space out the planes as much as possible. And as soon as we finish setting up the route, we will add Boston. Once we have the South District hub, we will add that to Peru. Let's bring Boston up now. So yeah, until I build the South District of the United States, anyone who wants to go from Peru to the United States has to cross to Italy first. And they just shut down the entirety of Italy, which means none of my countries are connected right now. But we have enough of a surplus that we can continue working on building whatever comes up, as long as it's North District. So let's bring in Detroit. They had to take out the one country that all other countries lead into. So Japan and Peru are going to start filling up. There's not a lot of activity in the United States quite yet because it's too new. Chicago is... okay, so these are being maxed out. These cities are pretty much in control for right now. But once Italy comes back online, you'll see crowded planes for a little bit. Meanwhile, Chicago is definitely part of the North District. And Philadelphia is starting to fill up because everyone apparently wants to go to Japan and Peru, which they can only do through Italy, which is closed right now. And Italy just reopened. Minneapolis, definitely part of the North District. We've got an interesting assortment of countries so far. Pittsburgh. I have personal connections in Pittsburgh. Been a few years since I've been, though. Pittsburgh is an important city in the family history. Wow. All the planes from Japan are red. But I think that's just a matter of Italy having been closed so long. Yeah, here's a yellow plane. Yeah, it's starting to mellow out now. Indianapolis, so I'll address that in a minute. Or not a minute, but a moment. The North District of the United States is having quite some activity right now. It's coming along nicely. I'm surprised we don't have New York City yet, but we should soon. Let's see on that. So yeah, it looks like the planes on the Japan link have mellowed out. Columbus. Yeah, all our international links are looking good so far. Yeah, they mostly all mellowed out. It was just those red planes were a matter of uh, Italy being shut down, and so they had to get a backlog of passengers. Milwaukee. And we will connect the United States to Peru once we have the South District in place. Charlotte is part of the South District, but it's not my hub city, so it can be allowed to turn red if it wants to. We've got plenty of surplus right now. Money's not going to be an issue for the rest of the game. Heck, I could build like every other country on the map if I wanted to right now. That'd be stupid. Atlanta. Look, we're in penalty mode right now because we have a red airport, and that's doing nothing to slow down our money gain whatsoever. I think we're good for the rest of the game at this point. Kansas City. Well, I don't know. Yeah, Kansas City looks like it should be part of the North District. Let's wait until we pick our South District hub, and then we'll figure out where Kansas City is going. All right, we'll get New Haven. Why is Philadelphia turning yellow? They want to go to the 3 cities that we currently have blocked. So yeah, cities are going to slowly start turning red as long as I don't address the south cities. But I can afford to wait for a while. Planes aren't going to stop flying until the hubs actually get full, which we're a long way off from that. Yeah, everything else is pretty much still solid green. St. Louis. I want to see what's chosen at what city I choose for the southern hub before I hit St. Louis. So we can wait on that one as well. Jacksonville is definitely Southern District. When we do our global marathon run at the end of the month, I'll be picking the order of the countries. Rando won't be involved. Fort Lauderdale is also definitely part of the Southern District. Anything Florida and Texas, automatically South District. Anything out here that once the West Coast starts to appear, that all goes out of the West District, which I usually run out of Las Vegas, which has not appeared yet. I'm okay with cities being red right now, even though it's making other cities turn yellow. But really, that seems to only be a case right now in the United States still. Tampa. So yeah, we're getting a lot of Florida action right now. I'm surprised we don't have anything in Texas yet. Yeah, domestic travel in the United States is getting screwy because I haven't put in the South cities yet. That's okay. Buffalo. Buffalo is definitely North District. It's very close to the Canada border. Just you watch, Buffalo's going to start turning yellow in a minute too. Just because I don't have so many domestic cities shut down right now. Meanwhile, while we wait for more cities to appear, Louisville. Same deal as St. Louis. We're going to wait and see. Okay. Richmond, I always put on the South District. Actually, no, that I have that confused with something else. Richmond, being right next to DC, I always put on the North District. I'm surprised we don't have New York City. Philadelphia and Chicago have turned red. Pretty much everything else in North District has turned orange. Peru's still holding out fine. Italy and Japan are still mostly holding out fine. Oklahoma City. That's going to be part of the South District as well. We've got more than enough money that once I choose a hub city, we'll be able to connect all of these pretty quickly. All right, Dallas. So we're starting to see some Texas action now. Okay, that route isn't too full, that one. All right. The international routes right now are holding steady. Houston just got added. I used to run my Southern District out of New Orleans because it was located like right in the middle of all this, but I haven't seen it the last few games I played. Yeah, United States is almost all red now, except the hub city. Denver's up. I think Denver, I typically run out of the West. San Antonio. So yeah, we're seeing more Texas action as well. If New Orleans doesn't appear soon, I may just call it in Atlanta. El Paso just opened. From here, you can kind of see. Yeah. All right, Japan is starting to get affected by the failure of the South District to build. Italy is also starting to see issues, and Peru is still mostly yellow. But we're starting to see some orange in Italy, and Japan wants those southern cities connected. Phoenix is part of West District. I did not give permission for them to replace one of my planes. Which means now there's trying to figure out the spacing. I hope that's good enough. Los Angeles. So the western cities are starting to appear now as well. If Vegas appears, I'm going to go for it on those cities. Because the whole United States is red now. Except, of course, DC, because it's maxed out. San Jose came up. Wow. Yeah, that's a mess. Peru is turning orange. The hub cities are still staying in control. Yeah, Japan's almost knocked out. And Italy is starting to turn really troubling. Vegas is up. Let's build the West District. And with the West Hub running, we can now connect San Jose, Los Angeles, we just got 3 more cities in Peru we need to address. San Diego, Phoenix, El Paso, and Denver. All right, U.S. West District is now running. I still have yet to pick a South District hub. But let's come down to Peru. We need to pick up Ica. Uh, Huánuco. And then Chimbote. Sacramento is now on the board as well. Those cities are going to start turning red, though, I think, with the South District still not... There's not really anything particularly centrally located in South District right now. Salt Lake City's going to go on to the West District, though. Yeah, I can start to see the West cities starting to go yellow. Las Vegas, being a hub, is going to stay its green. Tucson is now being added to West District. Right now, Atlanta is the most centrally located of South District, but it's not very central. I'm not sure why New Orleans hasn't appeared yet. Memphis is a little more centrally located than Atlanta. I'm still holding out hope for New Orleans, though. That's my traditional hub in this game for the South District. Meanwhile, Peru is starting to go red. Italy's gone red. Japan's almost totally burned out. Everybody wants the South District in the United States to come up. South District will also give us another connection to Peru. But barring that, let's get another country going in the meantime. Or at least let's pick the next country. We don't have to start it yet. Still on just off the coast of California, so we're already working there. Newfoundland, that would be Canada. I don't really want to do two big countries in a row. Off the coast of Mexico. Mexico's another big one. United States again. Peru again. There's Australia. That's another big one. And I'm actually running out of time. Russia's like the biggest country on the map. We're not doing Russia right now. What's that? What's that near? Ooh. The Greenland, Iceland. Somewhere between Greenland and Iceland. Ocean. Somewhere just outside the Caribbean. Vietnam. Possibly. Meanwhile, let's come back here and see what we can get going here. Nashville just opened up. But you know what? forget another country, because I am supposed to have dinner plans in a short while. So we're going to wait till the United States stops generating cities. We'll pick a city to be the Southern District hub. We'll connect everything, and that will be that. Southern District hub will connect down to Peru as well. Albuquerque is definitely part of the West District, so we can go ahead and connect that right away. Fresno. And you know what? I don't know why it clicked off what I was doing. Let's go ahead and bring in Louisville, St. Louis, and Kansas City to North District. Birmingham just opened. That's a little more central in Atlanta. Still not New Orleans, though. Omaha. That's definitely part of North District. And therefore can be added right away. So if New Orleans doesn't appear this run, then right now it seems Birmingham is the closest to centrally located for my South District. I'm surprised Seattle's not up yet. Oh, Grand Rapids just appeared. All right, let's bring up Bakersfield. Laredo, where's that? That's that's going to be part of South. It's quite a bit far out of West. We're still having an impressively fast money gain, even with so many cities being red right now. Wow. New Orleans, it's time to build South District. Wichita. That's going to be part of, we'll make that part of South District. We already have a lot of cities on the north. Of course, there's going to be a manufacturing strike right as I'm building a route, but that's okay because money is not an issue right now. All right, now that the hub is connected, let's start bringing up cities. Let's add Laredo. San Antonio. Houston. Oh, Des Moines just got added. Let's bring up Dallas. Oklahoma City. Wichita. Syracuse came up. Memphis. Nashville. Birmingham. Atlanta. Oh, and our cities are moving off of red. Raleigh. Charlotte, Charleston, Jacksonville, Tampa, and what do you know? United States is green again. And Fort Lauderdale. United States is green. Peru is green, but it has a new city, Tacna. What's going on there? Italy has turned green. But Rome has backup going on. Rome's got a serious backup going on. I think it's just evening out. We need to add Fukui to Japan. And Hakodate to Japan. Yeah, the serious backlog into the United States is holding everything up. Kushiro is also now part of Japan. Okay, Tokyo's going to even out in a bit. A few more of the planes from Italy, and we should see Tokyo settling out, back out. Meanwhile, Matsue needs to come up. Yeah, Tokyo's almost back into control. Yeah, Tokyo's under control now. Let's build Juliaca. We've been going about an hour and a half. We've only got 4 countries, but it's a good selection of countries. So yeah, Lima has no issues whatsoever. Rome, being the central city, is still getting full. It's bringing in all the backlog from Japan. That needs to go into America, passing through Italy. So, Tumbes, where's that? I want to watch Rome for a while. Yeah, Tokyo's pretty much under control at this point. Another plane or two in Tokyo will be the Tokyo-Rome link route should be mostly back to yellow and green planes. Puerto Maldonado. So yeah, I exited Peru prematurely, I guess is what I'm learning here. Yeah, Tokyo is officially under control. Moyobamba. Okay, we're still getting red planes, though, into Tokyo is the thing. Ja-en. You know what? Let them have their stupid super plane. I don't feel like timing routes again. Alright, we're at an hour and a half. We've done Italy, Japan, United States, and Peru. I think this is a good place to settle the practice. Alright, Tokyo route. We're moving back into yellow and orange planes. Huacho. Yeah, so I really didn't give Peru enough time, is what we're learning here. Let's come here. How's Rome looking? Rome's back under control as well. Looks like the backlog is settled. Alright. Here's our world map for the day. You can see United States, Italy, Japan, and Peru. Contamana. So even now, Peru is still not done. So there's today's map. Japan, Italy, United States, and Peru. Let's find a raid. And, yeah. Is there really no musicians on right now? Give me a moment. Looks like I have to do new discovery. Do I, though? No, that's a rerun. You know what? Maybe that stream. Requenia just came up in the meantime. You know what? I'm gonna... Alright, there's our map. And we're gonna pause it so that we don't have any more pop-ups. Yeah, nobody's online right now. Certainly not any musicians. And of the 4 people I actually do see online, 3 of them are people who are known. One of them is just doing reruns, so they're not even live right now. And 3 of the others are people who I know tend to block raid from the past, generally block raids. What do I want to do here? There's really only one option, and it's not a music streamer tonight. But let me just see. We're gonna raid Ash. I discovered her stream when she was playing Morrowind one day a few months ago. It looks like she's playing some kind of something called Skies of Arcadia. I'm not familiar with it, but it looks like a beautiful game. Kind of retro-ish. Let's give it a try. We're gonna raid Ash today. Okay, the raid has been set up, so have a good night. Okay, the raid has been. Okay, the. Okay, the. Okay, the.
Play that played Sonic Mania. It was really fun. Uncle Evie, thank you so much for the raid. How was your broadcast? Welcome, welcome.